Hi guys, welcome to London Lips YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you are not. Now, I was watching this video on TikTok and this guy was basically talking about how he went into Finsbury Park Lidl and basically he was looking for some bread. And I know how like Aldi and Lidl and them, they're always empty, like especially when it gets like past like 5, they don't really have much food in there. So he couldn't find anything. He went to get the bread, but he decided to just leave it because there wasn't much selection. And basically he was racially profiled. They called him something racist. They, assaulted him. And he's not going into full detail right now because obviously the case is open. But it got me thinking, and I wanted to talk about this because I've also been through this when I was in Asda before. I've been accused of stealing. And today's topic is pretty much shopping while black. Now, it feels like to me, it's like you can't win when you're black. It's like being black is always an issue. You can't go shopping to get your food without it being an issue. You can't have an interaction with the police without it being an issue. It's like you always seem to have to be like fighting, racism, sticking up for yourself, being targeted, because you are a black person. And like when he was telling this story, it just got me thinking about, when I went through it. Because I was in the Asda store basically. And I was in a shop, I had a basket, I just couldn't really fit all the things I wanted in the basket. So basically, I left the basket with my friend and I went back out of the store to get a trolley, which is a pretty normal thing to do. And I walked through the self-service tills to go and get the trolley because they had blocked the entrance, the normal entrance, because it was the night. Now, when I came in, this guy, basically this Asian guy, he was like, what do you think you're doing? Actually, before I even came back in, as soon as I began to leave the store, he was like, what do you think you're doing? Where do you think you're going? And I was like, I'm going to get a trolley because my things, can't all fit in the basket that I want. I pointed at my basket. He could see it was still in the store. I came back in, he was really watching me. And after that, he had basically the security guard, following me around the whole store. I went to pay for my items and the security guard was standing at the end of my till, just watching me. So I was like, what's going on? Like, what's the problem? Why do you keep watching me? Why are you following me? And he said, this guy over here that works in the self-service, he basically said you're stealing goods out of the store. And so I was like, excuse me? And he was like, yeah. He said, you're stealing goods out of the store. So I told the security guard what happened. Obviously, I couldn't carry my things in the basket. I went outside to get a trolley, which the security guard had no problem with. But before I left the store, I thought, let me approach this guy. So I approached the guy and I said, what's your problem, basically? What's the problem? And he was like, you left the store and then you came back into the store. And I was like, so what? I needed a trolley, as I told you the first time, and then you're telling the security that I'm stealing. But the reason I know it was racially profiling is because there was another black person he was also being accused of stealing that was in the store, and there was another black person that was also there having this disagreement with him as well, a similar thing. So it seemed to me that he was targeting everyone that went into the Asda store. So, I know what it's like to be a black person and be shopping and, be racially profiled. I really don't think this really happens to you regularly if you're white. If you're white watching this, let me know if this is something that you lot go through as well. But, it always seems to be an issue. It's like that you've got the banking while black thing in America. So you can't go to your bank in America, it seems to me, and get your money out without getting some sort of hassle. You can't just go to the bank, withdraw your cash. If you get a check, I don't know, in the UK, we mainly get paid obviously through direct debits directly into our bank account. But it seems to me that in America, a lot of people are still cashing checks. And I've seen so many cases on the news, on TV, of different black people trying to bank their check and being accused of stealing it, being told it's not their check, it's somebody else's check. And it's just what is going on? Come on, how long have we all have all races been living together? It's been so long. I don't know why we never move forward with this. It's always the same thing. People have always got to be standing up for their rights, rioting, fighting for justice for people who've been murdered, harassed, just targeted by the police. It's just too much. I don't know if any of you guys have been targeted while shopping. I don't know if you've been through this or not. Let me know in the comments. But what can be done about this whole issue, because it's just so much hassle. By the way, guys, I feel as well, when you go into the shop, always print your receipt. When they're like, do you want a receipt? Make sure you say yeah, because if you get accused, that's your only on the spot proof that you paid. You can show the police or whatever. But don't let them just be oh no, do you want a receipt, or just not give you a receipt. Make sure you're taking it. We don't care if they're trying to save paper, because at the end of the day, you know, when they accuse you of stealing, that paper receipt is your proof that you paid. You know, you can take that, you can show that to the police, you can take that to your solicitor if necessary. And although you would have your payment on your bank statement, we all know it's a lot more hassle to like get them to accept it when it's in a bank statement. That is printed out of their store. So like, make sure you're taking your receipt, and that's for people of all races. Don't let them not give you a receipt. That's your proof of purchase. You never know when you're going to be in the shop and they're going to accuse you of stealing. It literally can happen to anybody. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment. I'll see you in another video.